Tammy and welcome to Crafting with Tammy. Today we're going to be sublimating on mouse pads. Those of you who are office workers or who work from home and utilize mouse pads, we have some mouse pads that we're going to make these, we're going to customize them. In honor of Black celebration of Black History Month, we're going to continue with that theme. But just do keep in mind that you can sublimate anything, any design that you desire or come across that you're able to get access to and put on it. You can do that, okay? This is the mouse pad, and I did order it off of Amazon. It came in a pack of 10 pieces. There's 10 mouse pads in here, even though this looks like it's more. But this is basically it. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and go over to the computer and design it in Canva today. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Today we're gonna be designing, as I said, in Canva. I've already logged into my Canva account. We're gonna go over here to where it says Create Design. We're gonna go down to the bottom and customize it. I'm gonna change to inches. And then the width of the mouse pad was, I believe, 9.5. And you know me, I always do a little overage so I don't have it in them white corners. So 9.5, so I'm gonna do 9.59. And just to have a little hanging over. And then the height of it was 8 inches, so I want to do maybe 8.25. And we'll hit Create Design. And here we have our workspace. Okay, so I've gone on ahead and I have downloaded some files that I had on my external hard drive, some SVG and PNG files that I had, and they're under upload. So I'm going to go to upload. And then I did want to do this one, Black Excellence. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit the Control key and drag this so that it's done within proportion. And maybe just a little bit bigger on that. I'll put it in the middle of the mouse pad. And then I am actually going to change my background to black so that it pops. Okay, so that's going to be image number 1. And do remember, when we print for sublimation, you do have to mirror the image. It has to be flipped, okay? So we'll do that when we go to print. But down here, I'm going to hit Add a Page. And I'm not sure what the color background I want yet. So I'm just going to change this back to white. And then I'm going to go back over here to my uploads. And you know what? This one already has a background. So I'm just going to click on it. And we're going to size this. I'm actually going to just right click on it and set image as background, and so therefore it just took over the whole size of the mouse pad. But this was a cute little PNG file that I found on Etsy, and it just talks about melanin. You know, since it's Black History Month and we do come in all different shades, and it just says the sole ingredient for all shades, not limited to ebony, chocolate, mocha, brown sugar, caramel, and honey. The sole ingredient for Black Girl Magic. The reason black doesn't crack. And so I thought that would make a nice little mouse pad gift, as well as the Black Excellence. So we're going to go ahead with these two, and we're going to go over here and we're going to save them. And I'm going to put Black History Month mouse pad. Mouse pads. And then I'm going to go over here to File and hit Save. Then I'm going to hit File, Download. And there are 2 pages, and I want to save my settings. And I just hit that download button. and it'll begin to download, and my downloads menu will pop up here, Black History Month mouse pads. There it is. So we know it's downloaded. So we'll downsize this, and usually what I do is I go into Word because I have to mirror the image. That's the only thing I don't like about Canva, is that you're not able to print directly from Canva. So you do have to download the images, and then you have to go ahead and find something to print them in. So I usually just use Word. I'm going to go to Layout, and I want to change my orientation to Landscape, and I want my margins to be very, very small. So this changes it to like 0.5 of a margin on there. We're going to go to, let me just make sure I'm up at the top of the document. Insert. Oh, before we can insert, we have to get our downloads. So let me go up here to Downloads. And it's more than one page, so it is going to show up as a Black History Month Mousepad zip file. Just double click on it, and then I'm just going to drag them over here so they appear on the desktop. Okay, so we can close out of that now, and now we're able to load them. Insert, picture, this device. Let's hit desktop, and it's going to be image number 1. And like I said again, I always go to picture, just click on picture format just to check my dimensions over here. And this says it's 8.72 by 7.5, and that is incorrect. Okay, so the height that I want this to print is going to be the 8.25, and then the width of this is going to be the 9 point, what did I say, 5, let's do 9.59. Okay, so that should have adjusted. Didn't take it off the page there. So let me go back and check. 9.59, 8.25. Okay, so we have that. And what I'm going to go ahead and do here is go back to my layout. I just want to make sure on my margins, I'm going to go down here to Custom, and I'm going to change those to 0.2 all the way around, top, bottom, and left and right. And hit OK, because I just want to make sure that it is on the page. And there we have it. It is on the page. Okay. So after this, I'm just going to hit Enter, and it's going to actually go ahead and add a page to it. And then I'm just going to insert picture for this device. And I'm going to insert picture number 2. Okay, and those dimensions should have stayed the same. Let me just check picture format. And so we have, it did change this again. I don't know why this won't stay. So we want the height of this. We want 8.25 is what we said. And then it's, here we go, 9.59. Okay, so now both of these should be identical in size. There we have it, and they're both all on the page, not cutting anything off. So then we're going to go here to File, Print. I have to go into my print properties, and it's going to be my Epson printer, the E228 series. It's my printer. It's color. It's premium presentation matte paper. We're going to go over here to more options. We're going to go down here, and we're going to click mirror the image because we definitely want that to be mirrored. I'm going to go over here to custom and hit advanced, and I always go to my color controls, and I change this to Adobe RGB, and then I change my settings down here. These are what work for me in my printer. We'll hit OK. OK. And then we're going to go ahead and hit print. So while these print, I'm gonna go ahead and get them off the printer and then let them dry for a second. And then I'll meet you back at the table where we'll go ahead and prep them to be sublimated. Stay tuned. Okay guys, we are back, and these are the two mouse pads that I have unpacked, and what we're just going to do very lightly is roll over them so we don't have any lint or anything on them that would mess up our image after removing the sublimation paper. So we just want to make sure there's no lint or anything on there that will get in the way, messing up our image. Okay, and so I've gone on ahead and I've printed out the images, both images, and I went on ahead and cut off the trim around the edges on them. And what I'm going to do to make this a lot easier, we're going to do one at a time here. So I'm going to take this one out of the range here. And what I'm going to do, which makes it a lot easier, I want to make sure that it's level. So I'm going to use this grid here and I'm going to line it up so that it's straight. And then I'm going to take the mat and I'm going to turn it over, just making sure that everything is covered. I want to make sure that nothing is, you know, all of the image, the black excellence is covered. And then this is what I'm talking about again. Once again, when we have the overage here, there's that little bit of lip that goes around, and that just makes sure that you're not cutting it exact. And then if the paper should shift, you don't have coverage and you'll have like a little white line. You'll be able to see that little white seam there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take some tape. This is heat transfer tape. Must be heat transfer tape. And guys, just to let you know, in a lot of videos that if you watched my YouTube channel and you've seen a lot of the videos when I sublimate, a sublimation is a great investment. There's a lot of different crafts and things that you can make with a sublimation printer. Now, I don't have a true sublimation printer. I have an EcoTank printer that I have converted to a sublimation printer. And to me, that was a lot cheaper because the sublimation printers run anywhere from about $600 on up. They can be kind of costly, and if it's a hobby for you and you're not sure whether or not you want it, you're going to do a business, I wouldn't invest that kind of money unless I knew this was just something that I was going to use on a regular basis. Okay, so what I'm doing here again, once again, I'll just move it up here so be a little closer in range. I'm lining that up to make sure that it's level, and then I'm just going to take the pad, the mouse pad, and put it on upside down. Now this one you're going to, because I did use the picture set it as the background, so you are going to have a little bit of overage. I just want to make sure that I've got her head covered up here. So it's going to be a little bit closer to that edge because I do want to, it's kind of hard for me to see that way, guys. I do want to make sure that I have her head in range. And I'm just going to flip it backwards. And it is going to cut off a little bit of her shoe down here, but she'll be okay. So let me just go on ahead and tape this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to meet you over at the heat press machine. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are at the heat press machine. It is heated to 390. Because we do have a little bit of overage again, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of blank copy paper down here. And I'm going to go ahead and place the mouse pad in the middle of that copy paper. And then just in case, always protect your heat press. I'll put a piece on top just in case so it doesn't mess up the ink doesn't get on the top of the heat press there. So then we're going to go ahead and put it down. I'm going to heat it for about 35 seconds. And then I'm going to do the other one, and then we'll take it back over to the table and we'll do the big reveal. Stay tuned. Okay guys, we are back for the big reveal. I didn't throw away the copy paper. I just wanted to show you what I was talking about, how we have the bleed. This was the top piece that was on here, and I don't know if you guys can really see that or not, but how there's ink. So you don't want to get that on the top of your heat press, because then when you go to make a t-shirt or just iron or press any other item on there, that ink will transfer onto your item. So that's why I always say protect your heat press machine. But yeah, that's the top. And then that was the one that was on the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and reveal these. And my mat, because it's so hot. This is so hot. When I took it off the heat press, it's kind of buckled up. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. But let's see if you can undo these tape. Oh, looks like they've come off already. But hey, here we have the first one, the melanin. I think that came out pretty good. And then we have, this is the Black Excellence. I have to get this tape off of here. Okay. Oh, wow. That came out lovely. Look at all that. All right, you guys. Which one is your favorite? Leave a comment below. I think I'm leaning toward this Black Excellence because I just think that the way the background, with it being black and how the letters are in that kind of yellowish gold, it just really makes it pop. But that's going to do it. That's how you go ahead and customize through sublimation. Mouse pads. Do me a favor. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. New content is uploaded on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd love to have you as a follower. And until we meet again, guys, be blessed.